At the age of 18, you are by law allowed to go to war, to vote, to smoke, to own a credit card, to marry, to drive a car, and to buy a house, and so much more. So we could say that at the age of 18, you become an adult. Then why is it that at the age of 18, you can't just go out and drink a beer? In 1984, the organization's Mothers Against Drunk Driving asked Congress to pass an act that rose the age of alcohol consumption to 21. This was to prevent road accidents, or at least lower them. This, of course, worked in the 80s, but over the years, the problem has changed, and that law has caused more bad than good in recent years. Lowering the drinking age in the US to the age of 18 would be beneficial for the society. Some problems the high drinking age brings with them is the events of binge drinking and also the infantilization of students because of the high drinking age. The first problem is binge drinking. Health professor at the University of Washington, Eli Mogdat, says that in recent years, the amount of heavy drinkers or binge drinkers has increased. Binge drinking is drinking to get intoxicated in a short period of time. He says that people ages under 21, 21% of them have experienced binge drinking or seen it among their friends. At the age group 21 to 25%, it is only 18%. He also says that just like with little kids, if a person can't have a certain thing, it makes them want something even more. So if alcohol is legal for people at the age of 18, the thrill of the act will fade away, and the amount of people abusing alcohol will also decrease. A second issue is the infantilization of the youth. Professor of Applied Health Science at the University of Boston says, and I quote, the problem is that the separation of youngsters and adults at the time where they are going to drink and where they are going to drink anyway causes a problem. Students now are being kept in the dark about the consequences of what alcohol can cause, because there is no education whatsoever in high school or in college about being responsible with alcohol. At the age of 21, right now, no one has ever had an example of one of their friends being responsible with alcohol because it wasn't legal. If we lower the age to 18, children are still living with their parents. Those parents can teach their children how to be responsible with alcohol. You can say that guidance is needed to teach the children responsibility with everything. A possible solution, I think, and would be obvious, is just to lower the age from 21 back to 18, so that there is a distinct line between an adult and a kid. Of course, education about alcohol in schools is also needed. Though I think, personally, that drinking at the age of 18 can be legal if supervised by either parents at home, teachers at school events, or other people with some kind of responsibility over the children to teach them how to be responsible with alcohol. All I can say is that MAD, the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, might have had a point back in the 80s, but now the age of 21 for drinking is causing more bad than good.
Okay, so you said like lowering the drinking age would lower the thrill of drinking like under 21?
Mm-hmm.
So like what about if it was 18, like what about about the 16 and 17-year-olds? Like, would they still have the thrill of drinking underage, or do you think that would be a problem?
I think that if we make the age 18 and we educate the children about what the consequences are, of course there will still be cases where there's alcohol abuse, but we can see that right now. You can't deny that right now there are also children of the ages 16 or 17 that are already drinking. So I think the best solution is to just educate the people and like guide the children at the age of 18 and even under that, so that they know what responsible behavior with alcohol is. Yeah.
What about the problem of like 18-year-olds are still in high school, most of them giving alcohol to younger people? Wouldn't that be a problem?
That can of course lead to a problem, but now you have the problem with the fake IDs and people also buying alcohol and giving it to their friends. As I said to Olivia, if we educate the people what the consequences are, then you can expect them to be more responsible with alcohol. Personally, in Belgium, the legal drinking age is 16. There you can also see that there are children below the age of 16 drinking, but there are always the people that are responsible with alcohol, and they disapprove of the behavior of the 16 or the below 16 years old youngsters drinking. So I guess it's like some positive feedback or negative feedback you get from your age group about drinking underage. Yeah.
So since the brain doesn't fully develop until they're 21, do you think that drinking underage could affect how much your brain develops then, if they're drinking when they're 18?
I guess that is a possible statement, yes, but if you are responsible with alcohol and you don't like overdose alcohol and do binge drinking, like drinking one beer is not going to change like the construction of your brain or anything, or lower that amount of what do I want to say, is going to influence your brain capacity. It is like if you misuse it and you overuse alcohol, that's when it's about to change, like it's going to affect you.
Great job, thank you.